It's Bob and Tom This Week, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Leave it alone.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee. I'm having trouble saying Bob today. I don't know what the hell that's all about.
Hi.
At the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk, there's Pat Godwin Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
At the Oxford Gould Group Performance Room, there's Josh Arnold.
I'm getting a lot of John Arnold these days because of the
buddy. Oh, yeah. I guess so.
Toledo advertising snafu.
Yeah, I hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair. Jess Hooker has joined us.
Hi.
In the
Jess, were you aware of this orange juice phenomenon?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
How did I miss this?
Because you don't like orange juice.
You miss a lot of stuff, to be fair.
I don't know
Thank
anything
you.
about turnips.
Right.
I've never eaten a turnip. See?
Love 'em.
It's the same thing.
And Willie's right. You miss a
can make
lot.
really nice chips out of turnips.
You must eat turnip
This,
every day.
once again, Tropicana is debuting a toothpaste that they guarantee will not make your orange juice taste terrible. Again, my question, who brushes their teeth before their breakfast?
A lot of people.
do,
Thank you, Jess.
Then you go brush them again?
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
No, I
no.
don't. No,
Yeah, most people don't.
You brush them and then you're out for the day. Do you brush? Are you one of these people brush at a restaurant in the restroom after you have
Or at work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
he
a
does.
weirdo.
I have a water pick, and I have a...
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, you.
I
used to have it in the bathroom.
But you're, ugh.
I have a toothbrush and toothpaste here, but
Yeah, well, I have a Sonicare and a water pick in my office.
Oh,
Chick,
for
those
God's
little
sakes.
floss sticks thing, they're like triggering for me because I used to hear him just going at himself in the
bet they
car.
Oh, now he's moved
It sounded like he
on.
was tuning a guitar.
Now he-
Bang, bang, bang,
Now he has
You need
these.
these?
Yeah.
Now he has these little
Yeah. Well,
brushes.
Insane.
why don't they just make toothpaste that tastes like orange juice, and
Sick.
that would
I think
solve
there
the
has
problem.
been some
Hey,
of
I
that.
have a thing that I was on there was like a TikTok thing, and it was like a mom hack, and this mom was saying her kids hate brushing their teeth, so she puts whipped cream and sprinkles on top of their toothpaste. Isn't that just rubbing sugar onto the teeth?
Yeah, of course it is.
Oh, my God.
That's a bad idea.
That's
Very
ridiculous.
dumb.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah.
very dumb. Yeah.
How odd.
Enjoy your feet while you can, kids. because You're not going to have them when you're 22.
Mom is taking them away.
A toothpaste that sounds like, that tastes like orange juice?
I think they had that. I swear it was
Do you hate vomiting but love the way your mouth tastes after?
orange and white and it
doesn't?
swirled.
Well,
Well,
this
now
is-
it's here.
because Tropicana is making this toothpaste, not Crest, according to this news account.
So a citrus-flavored toothpaste.
I don't know. They have an
essentially.
agenda.
It doesn't have some chemical in it, so that apparently causes.
If you
toothpaste
can't, handle the 3 seconds that it tastes bad, you've got bigger problems. Move on.
That's a good point.
Yeah, there's citrus flavored toothpaste out there right now.
How
Yeah.
about that?
Chick, people
Is it
complain
pulp
about
free? Or?
Yeah.
people complain about the acidity of orange juice, but you know you can get rid of that acidity there.
Oh.
A little bit of vodka in there will cut that acidity
That's
right out.
right.
Yeah,
There you
a little
go.
bit of vodka.
Brush your teeth,
Well,
get a
tequila.
nice toothbrush, get a nice Sonicare, maybe a Phillips toothbrush
Yes.
is nice, and
Billy keeps falling asleep.
Put
during
you-
that.
I like a nice
oh, it's
Oral
probably the
B.
vodka.
a mouthful of vodka in your mouth and just wash it around. It kills the germs.
Sure
yeah.
it would.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
And all of a sudden, you look forward to brushing your teeth.
Every morning.
now you
You
promise
don't
we
know.
also
Get
have
up and greet the day. Hello, day.
we have Pop Tart news.
A woman has filed a lawsuit against Kellogg's saying that the way they market their strawberry Pop Tarts is misleading. New York resident Elizabeth Russett is suing the breakfast food giant, claiming the fruit filling in Kellogg's whole grain frosted strawberry toaster pastries is mostly other fruits, according to TMZ.
Can
Let me tell you something.
Can you imagine living with this broad?
If this woman screws up Pop Tarts for all of us,
Exactly. Especially
She's-
strawberry. It's my favorite.
yeah, she's going to have to answer to me.
Yeah, Kellogg's makes my favorite cereal, lady. Shut up.
The lawsuit says the nutrition label in question actually shows pastries are heavier on pears and apples rather than strawberries.
Then don't.
What?
Oh my gosh! Do you know how much actual fruit is in there to begin with?
No kidding.
Yeah.
So small.
Right.
And first of all, by the time you eat one and burn off all the skin in your mouth and your tongue, what do you care?
Not everybody toasts them.
No. You can eat them right out of the package.
Yes.
They're delightful.
Immoral.
Or if you toast them,
They're great on a fishing trip.
if
yeah.
you toast them, give them a chance to cool by
Yeah.
brushing butter on them.
Hey, he's not wrong.
and
He's
then
exactly right.
eat them.
Are you a genius?
No, butter on a Pop-Tart's the best.
It's the best.
It's so weird. My brother did it growing up.
Same here. We did it as kids.
I never did it. No.
I can't have Pop-Tarts because I would do a stick of butter in every Pop-Tart.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I like about the Pop-Tart? They survived the toaster strudel.
Yes.
When the
Yes,
when the
they
Pillsbury
did.
toaster strudel came out, I went, Pop-Tarts are dead. Have you had one of these things?
Oh, they're so
And they went,
good.
no, we're sticking with what we do.
That's
They
right.
kept the icing on top. There was no separate package, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-contained.
Well, I don't like the frosted ones.
I don't like the frosted ones either.
Yeah,
Christy.
too much sugar.
Yes.
What?
I
No,
like
I
them
don't.
plain.
I like
What their
having my
problem is,
feet.
Josh.
Too much joy.
Josh said I was going to lose my feet. He's wrong. I
There are
can't see
two
my
kinds
feet
of people
anymore,
in the world.
but I know they're
Those who
down
like
there.
frosted and those who don't.
Well, we don't.
I don't know.
Gosh.
I don't
lighten
want
up,
anything
you
to do
guys.
with either one of you. How
Oh,
about
good
that?
for us.
You know what? The fattest thing I've ever done is
Oh,
leave.
hang on.
Got
Wait
the
a minute.
music.
Well, where the hell is it?
I got it. Over
I
here.
can. No.
The fattest thing.
The fattest
Jess?
thing I've ever done is I have left Pop-Tarts in my car on a hot summer day and then enjoyed them warm. I got back in knowing exactly what I was doing.
Genius.
Looking forward to the Pop-Tarts
Looking
when you
forward
got
to the
back in the car.
Pop-Tarts.
The
Yes.
melted Pop-Tart.
Oh, so good.
Good. Delicious. Now,
I've never had a toasted strudel.
You haven't had a Pop-Tart
Well, I'm sorry,
since
Chick.
you were in high school.
You've never had a
probably.
toaster strudel?
I have
They're
never.
terrific.
I've never had a toaster strudel
What?
because I'm so loyal to Pop-Tarts.
No.
Oh, it's a
Okay, but you
I'll
can
order
enjoy
some.
both. I
It's a
enjoy both.
fantastic pastry, my friend.
Yeah, I'll order some. You'll have some next week.
Can you have a Pop-Tart and strudel icing and put the icing on the Pop-Tart?
Sure you could. Why not?
You know what? You will next week.
it's like crossing the streams.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what.
It's a chemical reaction.
Check that restaurant he goes to where you can't park. They have like a delicious adult Pop-Tart
They
kind
do.
of thing, and you got to go in there and you got to
They
get.
do.
Yeah, you can get loose with that thing, my friend.
Hello, can I help you?
Is it like a lemon ricotta-filled
It's-
Pop-Tart?
I don't get. It's so good. Is what it is.
You know it's a chutney patchouli rolled up
Chutney patchouli.
herbal
Sounds like one of the Manson family. You know chutney patchouli?
squeaky chutney.
How do you get the nickname Squeaky, by the way?
She's got a nag,
Probably
right?
mattress
She,
thing.
yeah. Who knows how she got it?
Receptacle.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
She
Just a
squeaks.
receptacle.
She had a squeaky from.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee's over there at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin
Hey,
with his guitar and his organ. There's Josh Arnold. He's here. Hi. Jess Hooker joins us.
Hi.
There she is. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold. Woo! This has been Chick McGee speaking. There's Tom. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Chick, of course, at the DoorDash,
Yes.
the special DoorDash section of our building.
The yummiest.
And that's how much we like it. I was trying to research something earlier. I think Pat referenced this. I forget why we were talking. Oh, I know. We were talking about Flippy, right?
Yes.
Isn't Flippy the robot that they're going to be using at
Hopefully
Buffalo
at
Wild Wings?
Buffalo Wild Wings. Yes.
And Flippy apparently is a robot that knows how to make these wings. And
Yep.
He does make the wings, too.
Yeah,
or
and-
it makes the wings.
Yeah, there was
Flippy
some.
wings.
I was a little concerned that with hot oil, something could go wrong if Flippy got angry. Flippy.
You wouldn't like Flippy if he's angry.
I told Lloyd I wasn't working Saturday. All of a sudden, Lloyd's got hot oil in his face. But I mentioned the fact that Flippy will not dip his testicles into your salsa. And I found that story, Pat, the one you referenced. This is from the Associated Press.
a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, a Tennessee man was jailed on felony charges after dipping his testicles into a container of salsa that was being delivered to a customer who'd ordered the food online.
Salsa. Why did you think it was ranch?
Yeah, we had a story
A
about
story,
ranch
yeah.
and nuts, too.
Really?
If you had
Yeah.
to dip your testicles, what would you dip them in?
Salsa or ranch? Go.
I'd go
I
ranch
think
every time.
No, I think salsa would be easier to clean
I
up.
Do you
do
remember
too.
when they said that your testicles had taste buds
Yes.
and people were dipping
Yeah.
their...
I tried it.
Yeah? Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did it work?
It was in soy sauce. No.
It was in soy sauce.
Yeah, wasn't it soy sauce?
No, was it-
You did it here on the air,
Christy
didn't
will
you?
back me on this. Was it the green or the red soy sauce?
It was the sodium filled. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gotta go salt.
Nothing's worse than a salty scrotum. So in this case, this delivery driver allegedly recorded the testicle dipping and posted the video online. I don't know why they say allegedly.
Yeah,
and
we
then
all saw it.
Then he said, "This is what you get when you tip 89 cents for a 30-minute drive." This gentleman HMW, we'll call him, 31 years old, was arrested and charged with adulteration of food.
How do they still have the food? Well, I'm not going to get into. Wouldn't you tip after you got your food?
Exactly. That's the problem here. The chance.
That is the problem.
Right. Just because they didn't tip in advance doesn't mean the person wasn't waiting with cash.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. But this guy was actually arrested for this. So,
his girlfriend was driving and he was in the passenger seat.
Yep.
Correct. I remember now.
She was
Did the
also,
video.
I believe she was fired.
Yeah.
So,
you tip, and then also you don't rat on yourself. Why would you film yourself if you're doing something gross?
Yeah,
because people are idiots.
I was going to say, this guy's an idiot, but you're right.
Some
Christy.
people, not all people.
Most, I think, really is the
We live in a TikTok nation.
I don't know. So, again, just going around the horn, what you would dip your testicles in soy sauce, Josh? That's your first choice?
No, not mine. Mine would be a nice warm queso.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It would kind of coat my boys in a nice warm blanket.
Kind of remind you of your senior prom.
That's nice.
Oh, I don't even get that.
Yeah, I don't even.
The cheesy.
I humped a pizza after my prom, so it reminds me of that. Yeah. Why not just go there instead of whores and food? I just hump food.
Oh my gosh, Tom.
That's a big leap.
He brings up a good
It's
point.
not that big a leap from where we've been.
No.
Now, if you dip them deeply, technically the food would be tainted.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, because of your taint.
Tainted.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a good joke.
I think you'd go with ranch. That nice, cool.
No.
Okay.
Pull them off.
No, because there's like dill and seasoning in there. Maybe
Yeah.
just go straight sour cream.
Are you worried about cleanup afterwards? Would you consider that? Like the soy sauce would rinse off quick. The queso, not so much.
Who's cleaning the queso off?
Oh, and are they using their tongue?
If it's ranch, I'm sure there's a sorority girl around. the old joke, you see.
Ah, yes.
How do you get a sorority?
Yes.
Bring it over here.
Ranch dressing.
Yeah. It'd be
boy.
real tough like you did with guac. Because you'd have to kind of paste it on, and then it's going to turn brown after 10 minutes. And
Also,
Yeah.
didn't put any lime in the guacamole. My goodness.
You're just dipping. You're not sitting in it.
You're going to say nuts.
Now you're sitting in it.
Plus, in a lot of
referencing the classic dishwasher
You're soaking in
washer
it.
commercial. The Madge, you're
Yes,
soaking in
palm
it.
olive.
What
You're
if a lot of
soaking
stuff
in
down
it.
there's green? What do you do then? The guac.
Oh, boy.
Wouldn't it be great if if they hadn't gotten caught and they're testing and going, this salsa's a bit nutty. Now, Pat, you
sprouts in it.
have apparently composed a song on this topic.
About the waiter?
Yeah. Okay.
I dip my balls in the salsa. Yeah. I dip my balls in the salsa. I call it Balsa. That's balls in the salsa. That's what you get from not tipping. Yes, my balls I am dipping. By the way, Mr. Cheapo, your taco was in my bunghole. That's right. Balls in salsa. Balls in salsa. I call it Balsa. Cheap, cheap, cheap.
Oh, man. That's the worst thing to happen to Richie Valens since Snow.
And we were there, dude.
Or just maybe Earth.
Yeah.
Everything
I guess
was
the
okay
snow
until.
didn't,
Okay.
Well,
Thanks for putting the P in
stuff.
picante. We appreciate that. Wow. That happened. So
Yes, it did.
very unfortunate.
I wouldn't do honey, that's for sure.
No, that'd be sticky,
Yeah,
messy.
real sticky.
Yeah.
I do blue cheese.
Would you really?
Pat.
Why?
That's gross.
So the smell wouldn't be any
Balls are
different?
blue.
Oh, because they're blue. Got it.
The connection.
That's just the joke of the day. We're done. That was brilliant.
He hasn't had sex for a long time, remember? He's horny.
I hate blue cheese.
Me and you too.
Yeah, I'm not a
Yeah, I
fan
like
either.
it. I like
And
it.
they should
You
make
got to
it.
get good blue cheese.
Yeah,
No, no,
homemade
no.
blue cheese.
Crumbled blue cheese is
No,
good.
sucks. They should make it.
does suck.
They should dye it blue. That way you'd know and not think, oh, this has got ranch dressing on it. You go for it.
Well,
and
the
it's,
Real blue cheese.
The chunky isn't ranch. That's the way to remember it. Blue cheese is kind of chunky.
It's gross. I don't even
It's
wanna
just
talk.
mold.
Really?
I mean, and it tastes as such.
Just throw it away. Get rid of it.
Plus, it tastes different.
Josh
from
and
the
I,
ranch.
you go to those places and they give you that, what's that fancy cheese tray called?
Charcuterie.
A
Yeah,
charcuterie
they bring
board,
it out
yes.
and there's
Yes
always
is
one that
right.
smells like a poodle turd.
Yeah. Like, oh, well, I guess we have to pretend like we like
Why are
this.
you picking on poodles?
Some of it's good.
Only some.
3/4.
Because poodles are so elegant. I love poodles. They're great dogs. But they still,
You know, of all the dogs, poodles are the most elegant.
They are pretty elegant. Afghan hounds are elegant.
I think they're
Ugh,
dumb.
they're all silly.
Poodles are real dumb, though, right?
No, they're
No,
not.
they're the
Smart.
smartest
They look
dog.
Smartest
I don't like decorative dogs.
Yeah, you don't know if it's a dog or a throw pillow, right?
But I think,
Yeah, exactly.
and it's interesting to me that the poodle haircut is now very popular with human beings.
What?
How
Oh,
so?
they'll shave it in the side, and there's just this lump up top. And
I'm glad you're going with poodle now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like Poodle much
Yeah,
better
much better.
than the Hitler. Yeah, I like that.
well, that's what it is. If you look at your history, that's the Hitler haircut. It's making a big comeback among the illiterati.
Welcome back to the Bob and Top Show. There's Christy Lee.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Jess Hooker is here.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold. This has been Chick McGee speaking. And now here he is, the master of disaster, the host with the most, Tom Griswold.
I'm still trying to find pictures of this robot.
I already showed you a picture of the robot.
I want one on my computer.
Oh, Lord.
That was lovely the way you
Flippy
delivered
wings.
that.
Yeah, the Buffalo Wild Wings people have developed this. They're working on this computer. Wingy the robot, is that
Flippy wings.
correct? Oh,
Flippy
Wing.
wings.
Okay, Flippy Wings. And again, the idea is that Flippy will take over at the whatever you call it,
At the fryer.
the fryer,
Yes.
and
Fry up your wings.
barring some kind of weird power surge, won't be heaving hot oil on.
You know, we're all
His
going to
fellow
stop helping
employees.
you find words, and just because I think it's going to be funnier that way for you to use the words that are coming into your
I mean,
brain.
this is important.
Like the furnace in your car. Go ahead.
Yeah, we had the we had the guy. Remember the robot that they brought in here that was flipping the hot dogs
Yes.
and stuff.
A robotic arm. Yeah.
It was
It
a
wasn't a robot.
So it's only a robot if it has a face. Is that
Right.
correct?
That's what Ace.
No,
I
right.
mean, that's what Chick says.
How dare you?
I agree.
So, but otherwise, it's just a machine.
Yes.
Yeah, a mechanized
No, it's a
arm.
robot.
Get a Sharpie and
No.
draw a little smiley face on the thing.
No.
What do you call your little vacuum? Is that not a robot?
No way.
The Roomba?
Oh,
That's a little robot.
yeah. I don't
Does
use
it
that.
have a face?
I don't
You put
use
a
that all
face
that
on the
often. I
top
got to
of
be
it?
Well, I
honest
guess
with
you
you.
could.
Well, how often do you, as Josh would say, spill 2 Cheerios you need picked up?
Yeah. Well, it's full again.
And now they have the mop version.
Yes.
They do?
Yes.
Oh, really? It's for the hardwoods.
Yep.
People are going bananas for
Tile.
hardwoods.
Yeah.
But I mean, eventually robots are going to be doing a lot of the stuff that we currently do. Got to get used to that. And in this case, it's going to be flipping wings and hot grease. But we'll see if they get it developed. Pat,
Yeah?
you give me that look. Do you have a tribute to?
Oh,
Buffalo Wild Wings. Your sauce makes my tongue sting. You make that buffalo spicy. I'm talking about Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, I heard you have a robot.
oh.
You call Flippy Wings. I think when he fries it, I'll try it. I think I love you. Buffalo Wild Wings. You got robots and wings they bring. But you make everything confusing. BW3, yeah? What does that 3 mean? Taking you home now with little Buffalo Wild Wings. You make my butt sting. You send everything through me. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The first 3 quarters that I think the Buffalo Wild Wings people are going to call up whoever it is, Chip Taylor, and buy the rights to that song. But I think the ending part about it passing through you.
Your butt doesn't sting.
No, it's just
No.
Well,
exaggeration.
you can eat hot. You can have hot sauce that you feel.
Seriously?
Oh, are you dumb? You've never had that.
No.
Oh.
No, they have
It
all
is
the different sauces.
unfortunate.
They have
Are you saying your
bunch
butt
of
doesn't stink?
different sauces.
I say
Sting.
sting, not sting.
Sorry.
Oh, gee, my Netley Skitley.
In the butt.
Her butt stinks. I sit next to her.
What is
Really?
wrong with you?
Really?
I
Maybe-
can't
don't
wait
know.
till
Maybe it's
she
your,
punches
Maybe it's your
you.
feet.
You know, everything that you give us lectures about, you do on the air.
Oh, sorry.
You know
Just
that.
kidding.
Just kidding.
I see, if you think you just say just kidding or it's a joke and it's all okay.
The true man.
Well, we've dissolved into that.
I know you are, but what am I? You brought up the
Fourth grade. Here we come.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Harrison Ford has been reunited, and it feels so good, with his lost credit card in Italy. Police in Sicily say the actor lost his credit card during a stay in a beach town near Palermo.
Who cares other than Harrison Ford?
I
You're
left
right.
home without it.
A German tourist found the credit card with Ford's name on it, turned it into the local police station in the beach town of Mondello. Officers tracked the actor down and returned the card. Boy, that's a great story.
So wait a second. This is like one of
That's
Chick's
exciting.
stories.
Yeah.
So he
Well, you
loses.
almost had me there when
Okay.
it's lost.
Editor's note, I did not choose
They
that
found him.
story.
Of
Wait,
course you
Christy, let's get the details straight. So he lost his card.
Yeah.
They found his
Yeah.
card. They got him his card.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Story, yeah.
This calls for a Ford Fiesta.
It's Italy.
It's Italy, not Mexico.
A Ford Fiesta.
You think
He saw this. He saw this story. Ford Fiesta popped into his mind, and he didn't care.
Then he crossed the border into France.
Wow. Just once, I'd love to see how your
sorry.
brain works.
Sorry.
his brain is just a Japanese game show inside that.
Yes, just scattering all over. Like,
There is no brain.
So they just
in
gave
that.
him back the credit card?
well, what would you do with it?
I'd make him outrun a giant boulder.
Oh, all right, Indiana Jones style.
Just
I
like
get
in
you.
Raiders.
I lost my credit card. I know.
Holy heck, that's kind of scary there at the end. Hold me, Tom. Can you hold me?
The best witch cry in the building is.
If we went to a scary movie together and I squeezed your thigh, would you pat my hand and go, there, there, chickie?
No.
I knew it, you self-involved bastard. It's the Bomb in Town show. And scene. Hi, Christy.
Hi, chick.
She's at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
I check.
For openers.
None of these guns were loaded.
Fresh of the...
So sorry. The flesh wound.
Well, that's something to bring the show to a screeching halt so soon. Wow, that's interesting. Pat Godwin, the Oxford Gold Group Performance Room, fresh from eating a salad in Josh's car. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Stevens Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby, man in that track phone hotline. There's Willie.
Hey.
And there's Tom.
Oh, yeah. Now I heard that we missed quite the road trip. Josh and Pat Godwin.
They're both alive, which is...
It did a huge show. I understand you had a packed house at the Diamond Joe Casino in Northview.
Northwood. Yeah.
Northwood? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Northwood, Iowa.
Northview is on the other side of town.
Well, someone moved my papers.
Just a stone's throw away from the Minnesota border there.
Yeah.
And you guys went up into Minnesota, I understand.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Skull.
And you also went to the Buddy Holly crash site, I understand.
Yeah, we did. We did.
And the surf ballroom.
Is
Right.
there? I think
We
we were in
performed
the
there,
surf
didn't we?
ballroom one time.
Yeah, we
I
sure
know I
did.
did. I put my
I
name
did
way up
before,
high.
too.
Yeah,
we did.
but I didn't realize that the cornfield where the plane crashed is...
Please tell me it's paved and there's
They
a
have
gift
like a
shop.
marker?
No, they do have a nice little memorial type statue there in the middle of the field, but it's
quite a
no.
walk.
You have to walk down a, sort of just
dirt.
a trail. Yeah, a little dirt trail.
Do they farm around it? I mean, is it still?
Yeah, they do.
All around it.
wow.
Both sides.
So it's kind of, in a way, a certain amount of respect and class.
Absolutely.
Yeah, except Pat kind of ruined that, I thought.
Pat did?
Yeah, he thought it would be funny to throw a handful of picks into the air so that eventually they'll be covered in dirt and people can find them like arrowheads.
Wait a minute. I can't believe I'm saying this. That's a hell of an idea.
That's pretty funny.
So would it be one of those Patty G picks with his little...
But he signed about Buddy
Caricature on
Holly,
it.
which I thought was
okay.
Oh, look, it's Buddy Holly's picture.
And
Little glasses on there.
Pat Godwin being dead, that internet rumor has begun.
Yeah, I did step on a pair of Wayfarers and throw them in the field, too.
Oh, no.
That didn't happen.
It's our time machine.
The classic sunglasses.
You know, we got awful quiet when we got there, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, no, of course.
It was
of course.
wild, yeah.
And I took my hat off and was standing there, and there was enough family there. And this one teenage kid had his hat on, and the mom goes, take that off.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm thinking,
show some respect.
He was probably like, what the hell am I? What am I? I don't even want to be here.
She's teaching him about reverence. months.
Of course, yeah.
Holly went out in, what, 59?
February 3rd, 59, yeah.
So it's been a long time since the day the music died.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, but
But no, it's a nice little memorial.
well, that's sweet. Now, and did you stop by the Waylon Jennings dry cleaning shop?
That's a famous story.
Is it true?
I don't know what you're talking
Is
about.
it true if Waylon had won the coin toss and got on the plane, we would have been subjected to Dukes of Hazzard? Is that true?
No, boy. And we would have missed out on a lot of great wins.
Oh, he was supposed to be on that plane?
Yeah, somebody had the flu.
And then there was an issue about laundry and
Oh,
Yeah, Buddy wanted to do laundry the next day.
So-
fly out early.
I gotcha.
yikes.
Yeah.
But,
Just the many dangers of doing laundry. Just let it pile up.
Yeah.
now,
and
speaking of being on the road,
I knew.
Patty G coming up this Friday, the Stoughton Opera House in Stoughton, Wisconsin.
Yep.
You will not be performing opera, but
I
you
will a little bit.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, my opera underwater bit, yeah.
Oh,
can you
nice.
just give me a sample?
Be doing that all day.
Very nice.
That is really
Thank
nice.
you.
That's got to really hurt your lungs.
Doesn't at all.
Did you go to the Spam Museum?
We did.
Oh, yeah, there are pictures online. Yeah.
Did you
was
buy
fun.
some Spam?
Yes, and I may have, I've got some goodies in the car. I'll just put it that way.
There are a couple. I wanted to see Spam Goes to War.
You did.
I know, but
Right.
is that the whole thing?
Oh,
Just the
no.
sign?
It's
No.
incredible.
There was a display around it, but yeah, but the video, it was just a sign that said, Spam goes to war.
Like this hologram came out of a tent.
Yeah.
Is there a Spam factory, or is the museum next to the factory, or?
Isn't the Hormel plant near there
Real
or
close
something?
by,
Yeah.
Wow.
And didn't Spam start with like weird pork shoulders or something?
Yeah, it's essentially pork shoulder and pork butt.
Yeah.
A lot of salt, nitrates.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
How about them cakes?
did they have like a restaurant there that has Spam specialty?
Yeah, they have a food truck, but it was not open when we went.
No.
But it is there, and you can order a Spam sandwich. Or
Oh,
whatever.
nice.
I had a Spam, like bao, like the BAO, the like a little pork bun situation.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you did?
Sure.
Yeah,
My
that's
goodness.
very
Really?
popular in Asia and
Very
Hawaii.
delicious. Little
Josh
spicy
and I
mayo.
are grown men. We had Spam in the microwave with cheese melted on top, both regular and spicy, and then we watched cartoons all day, didn't we?
That was a
buddy?
lovely day.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a lovely day.
Did you ever make a Spam omelet?
That's delicious.
No, but it,
Yes.
it sounds good.
Oh, very good. Very nice way to start your day. Well, I'm glad you guys had a big, successful show.
Thank you.
great. It was
a
We
lot of
couldn't
fun.
make it to the Hobo Museum. They were only open for 3 hours, and we missed our window.
Yep.
Oh,
Next
3
time.
hours?
Next time. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
On a weekend?
Yeah, 9 to 12.
12, yeah.
9 a.m. to 12?
Yeah, well,
Well,
I guess
hobos,
hobos don't work much.
Yeah.
hobos are up early and out of town.
Right.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Got to catch that 12
Gotta
o'clock
catch that-
train.
Wake up with the sunrise, I guess.
Kind of a lost,
My God.
kind of a lost art, I guess. The hobo life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to go celebrate it next time.
9 to noon.
Yes. Thank you, Diamond Joe Casino, and everyone in Northwood Island.
That's
everyone
funny.
who
was
came out to
amazing.
see us. People came from hours around.
Did you hit the buffet?
Closed currently.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, because of the
The COVID thing.
Yeah.
Did you order a regular dinner there at the casino? They have wonderful food.
They sure do. Yes, yes. But the way the timing was, we couldn't.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Too busy mingling with the fans. Signing stuff.
So much requirement of your time, Pat.
It
I
was
know how
fun.
it is, yeah.
A lot of love.
Now, I know you guys have got some other dates coming up. We'll talk about those when the time is right.
And we do have an exciting story about a trip to a billboard that we'll
Oh,
get to in
okay.
a little bit. Yeah.
Well, Pat, can you put it? Maybe you could put this into song.
I could.
Little Pat Godwin challenge this morning.
About the weekend?
Sure.
Yeah.
Little something about the weekend.
Did you learn something about Pat you didn't know?
Yeah, a few things.
Okay.
Actually, some hilarious stories.
All
yeah.
right, good.
He's a little chatterbox, isn't he?
Oh, we had fun.
You know what? Both are right. He is a chatterbox, and we did have fun.
I'll agree with that.
Did you ever? Did you ever put on your headphones?
No, but there was a
Wrist
moment
off.
yesterday where the volume of the radio went up.
Speaking of contests, there was a little challenge I threw out at Mr. Godwin. Once again, Pat, along with Josh, huge show, Diamond Joe Casino, North Woods,
Yes.
Iowa.
Yeah, singular, actually.
Northwood, Iowa.
Yeah. Only the one
Way
piece.
up there.
So
Way
I
up there.
moved my card. The point being,
Oh, boy.
you guys killed it.
Oh, it's
Great
fun.
show.
Great show.
But you were in a car for whatever 20 hours or something over the weekend with each other.
Yeah.
which is
in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday was all in the rain, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Gosh.
So you got to talk a lot.
Played a lot of music.
Yeah.
You should get the day off today, Josh.
I asked
We had a good time.
I asked Pat if he would maybe compose a song about your journey. Is that
Josh should tell his story about the Billboard, and then the song will be complete.
okay?
Oh, okay.
What Billboard?
Well, at one point we're just kind of looking around, driving around, sightseeing in the area, and I go, look at that! There's a billboard with my face and Pat's face on it.
Oh, wow.
Advertising our show at the casino.
That's great, yeah.
And we got giddy, like, kids.
Take a picture?
Well, there's a gas station, and Pat goes, we have to. And so we pull over to the gas station, and we walk. We go, okay, so we walk along this busy highway.
It's treacherous, actually.
Yeah, on the other side to get so that we can stand in front of the billboard and take our picture.
You were on the side of the highway for
Yep.
that picture?
Yeah,
Yep.
and so we're making jokes like, geez, can you imagine we get hit by a semi? And one of the first steps we make into the grass heading to the billboard, we both fall in like
In a hole,
a hole. And
geez.
he goes, my back, and I go, my knee. And we're like, oh, man, but we're both okay.
Be careful.
And we're like, can
You
you imagine?
fell in a hole.
Can you imagine if we break our leg trying to get being two pricks who want our picture taken in front of a billboard
So did
with
you
us?
take a picture?
Yes.
Yeah,
so
we
we
got
so
there.
we
Is
we're
it a
walking.
selfie?
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
So okay, you were able to get the camera far back enough that you can get the whole billboard in, and
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
great, yeah.
We stood
you
far
can
enough
even
away from
you
the.
can even armchair quarterback a photograph.
Yeah.
That's already been done.
Yes.
Yeah, it's already been taken. There's nothing we can do about
my
it.
copy failed to come
Jesus.
through the digital.
Well, you don't get on social media.
Yeah, I saw it.
That's
I
your
posted it.
problem.
I honestly, in my head, I thought, Pat will probably send that to Tom, because I think weren't you sending him messages?
Here you
yeah.
go.
So
Okay, let me
Yeah,
see.
you two can't be apart.
Pat, in that picture, are you kind of cozied up to him because you were
Josh
afraid
is
after the
very-
fall?
like
No, I know.
close
I did see this,
together.
and Pat
Josh
looks
is
like he's
tall.
5'2".
Yeah,
and Josh looks like he's 6'8". Pat looks like he was the hitchhiker that the homosexual truck driver picked up, and right after this was taken, he was sodomized.
it looks like I'm cuddling him for some
and he's
reason.
also
Yes.
wearing this Sherpa sweater.
You look very cozy.
Yeah,
Your aunt would wear.
right.
Well,
You got
Josh,
it in. That's nice.
Well, Josh, what happened next?
Well, so as we finally make our way to the billboard, and this happened right before that photo was taken.
Yeah, this is right before that photo.
I go, all right, well, how about we stand? And I step in a hole, and as I stepped in, I went, well, I'm going down. And
He rolls down the hill. He fell.
yeah, I fell and did a roll,
No kidding.
and I look up, and Pat's laughing, but are you okay? That kind of thing. And I was laughing.
You were laughing on the way down.
Oh, dude, it was like, this sucks.
Is this Friday evening or Saturday during the day?
Saturday afternoon?
Okay, so it would have been an odd show. You would have been sitting
Yes,
with a cast on your leg.
He went down, boy.
But you're okay.
Yes.
So are you down a step? How come you're so much shorter in the photograph?
Josh is crazy tall. I don't think people know that. I'm 5'7", 5'8". He's how tall are you,
about
Josh?
6'1".
Yeah.
So it's not, but yeah, I mean, it's.
I have to go on my
Yeah,
tippy
you're
toes.
taller than me, Joe. I think I'd say
I don't
you're
know.
6'2", 6'3", yeah. Of course, I've been married 3 times. I was a lot taller.
Oh yeah.
Give away a few inches, a few couches.
Yeah, you do this a lot. Bend your head down every time she talks or tells you to do something.
Incoming.
Actually, I believe I'm 23 spam cans tall. That's not what it was.
Yes, yeah,
You can
exactly.
measure yourself to see how many spam
Yeah, we
cans
did
tall
that.
you were.
Yeah, primarily width, I would think most people measure with.
You know what? Very funny. It's hard for me to get mad at
Look at him giggle as he laughs.
I wonder how many spam cans wide I am.
I missed that. What did he say?
He said with.
Measured you with spam cans?
Yeah, you can. You can measure your height in.
You
spam
can get
cans.
they have belts. They sell them.
Belts.
You're a 72.
I also 72.
72 waist. 72.
No, in spam cans.
That's even worse.
You remember the crocheted beer can hats? You have one of those? Remember those? Like you connect all the spam cans together, you can make a belt. Sure. Absolutely.
You may, if you keep it up, you may not get your treat.
Oh,
from
God, just
spam.
Did you bring us gifts from the spam?
I sure did. I got to go get them next
That's a
break.
great photo.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is a great
it's a
photo.
fun day.
Well, I'm
Like if I hurt myself trying to take a douchey picture of me in front of me.
So funny.
He went down hard, too.
You guys keep saying there's a hole and that you stepped into a hole. Why are you stepping into holes?
You couldn't see it. The overgrown grass was, and it was it was like a badger hole or whatever.
This is a groundhog hole. This is a place. The only human being who's ever stood there was the guy who put the billboard up to make sure it was straight. Okay, we got it, Lloyd. Let's get back in the truck. I wonder who these jerks are.
We both said if Tom knew we were driving along a highway, he would kill us.
So you were standing along a major highway.
Like a 5-laner. It wasn't an interstate. It was just it was a
like
highway.
A state highway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, well, now, Pat, I've asked you to write a song about the adventures of driving across the Midwest.
So it's got to be Buddy
Holly. To get to the Diamond Joe Casino in North Woods, Iowa.
A little Peggy Sue tribute.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Buddy Holly. Josh and Pat. Josh and Pat. Josh is half thin and half fat, and Pat is just mainly fat. Went to the Spam Museum, bought us a couple of hats. Went to the site where Buddy Holly crashed. Josh tripped and fell on his ass. Oh, Joshy drives mighty fast. Too fast. Drove home in the rain. Josh paid for the gas. I talked his ear off, so he turned up Johnny Cash. There you go.
Right.
It's all true.
I knew you thought I drove too fast.
You do, but you're a good driver.
Thank
you. Whoa.
We're here alive.
Pat, you think he drives too fast?
You think I drive too fast?
Pat gets nervous whenever anything happens. When a commercial ends on TV, he goes, "You think the program will be back? You think it'll come back on? What's going on? Do you think it'll come? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's woo, boy. No, look at this.
All right.
They can't be in the same room together. Look at that.
There we go. I can see them both now. And it looks like, can they hear us? Bobcat, can you hear me?
I don't think.
Okay. Now they're smiling.
Hi, gentlemen.
Hey, how are you?
There we go.
Oh, man.
There we go.
Great to see you guys.
Thanks.
Great comedians, Bobcat, Goldthwait, Dana, Gould, and they are joining us via Zoom so we can see them. And Bobcat, wow, kind of a Walt Whitman-esque beard.
That's good. I would go with Randy Quaid's nutsack.
That would be, I'm sure.
That's something I don't want to think about.
Has a very handsome nutsack.
Thanks.
Dress code: guy who lives near the scrapyard.
Yeah, it's the hobo chic.
And then Dana looking like an air traffic controller, something.
Thank you very much.
Something very.
This is
We're gonna land this bird.
This is us in a nutshell. Dana's got a headset with a little microphone, and I just look like I shanked a guy over some stew.
Now, the reason the boys are up early talking to us, they have a new movie. It's coming out. It's called Joyride. And it says, according to the press release, following frenemies and veteran comedians Bobcat Goldthwait and Dana Gould, who have learned a lot since their near-fatal car accident. Yikes.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys toured around and you filmed the shows and edited it down, and it's both on and off stage, right? This little adventure.
Yeah, it's you get an idea of us on the road, but it's not like we're on the a lot of times when you see behind the scenes, people are acting wacky, and it's a real accurate portrayal of our friendship. And it says frenemies. The movie starts with Dana saying, "We didn't like each other when we met," and I go, "That's not true. I hated you."
Wow.
And Dana goes, "Well," and then we had that in common. And what people don't know, they think it was just like, oh, these two guys didn't get along when they met. But the reality of it is, I kind of tortured Dana for years. I mean, very cruel.
About 12.
Wow. Oh, wow. But then, and there's even footage of that. But it's funny. It's like at one point you see footage of that. And like, I'm so nasty to him on stage. I don't get a laugh in the theater for another 10 minutes. Like people are like, nah. F that guy. Like, it's really weird.
I think like a lot of comedians, deep down, I don't like myself or parts of myself, certainly in my youth. Yeah, a lot of self-doubt. And I think that psychologically...
I fed on that.
Well, I think psychologically, I felt that I created you. I felt that like you were willed into existence by my id.
And me
Like
being and I'm like, at that point in my life, I'm kind of like a trauma vampire. I just I thrive on just sucking the trauma out of other people. It's like, well, I think Dana can't go to bathroom in public urinals anymore. I think I terrified him enough. I'm on to my next.
Now, is this movie going to be in theaters? Is it on the way? What's the status?
As they say, limited release. But on October 29th, folks, you can pre-order it on iTunes and any place where you stream stuff. And right now, we're currently on tour. We were in Chicago, Boston. Last night was New York. That's where we are today. Tomorrow's L.A., Portland. And we take this little dog and pony show and go from city to city. And people.
In fact, Bob, lean to your left a little bit, just a little bit right now.
All right. I eat with this hand.
Just lean to your left. Hi, everybody.
Oh, you are in the same place.
You know what's weird is,
we now can occupy the same space.
Yeah, it's like, I'll do the interview, but you've got to be over there. No, but look at the weird thing is that's how big Dana really is. He's about 2 inches tall.
Bob, listen. Bob, take my advice.
Yeah.
I live on Bob's
He does look like he's on my shoulder.
I'm the great kazoo.
Oh, yeah. It looks like you're underneath the subway.
Hi, dum-dum.
Hi, dum-dum.
Dana, I always think of you.
By the way, not to interrupt, but what was the deal with the Great Gazoo? Hey, we have a caveman couple, and they live in and we need something else. How about a Martian?
A tiny Martian.
I think the show's kind of boring. He rides a dinosaur to work. Who cares?
We got to know from that work that the Martian's unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly. But by the way, that's the whole thing, that you get people in life that don't believe in evolution, but they do believe in angels. So it's like the Flintstones are fake, but the Great Gazoo is real. Okay, got it.
I was going to say, I always think of Dana Gould this time of year as we approach the month of November. Because of a piece that has become legendary on this show, referencing November 22nd, 1963.
Oh, yes.
So I always think of your birthday once again.
Yep.
9 months after.
9 months after the Kennedy assassination, which tells you exactly how my father processes grief.
Oh, that is I think of that all the time.
Lee Harvey Oswald was not the only lucky shot that day.
It was a coup d'etat, Mrs. Gould.
Now,
we are on the inside of the looking glass.
We are speaking with two great comedians, Bobcat Goldthwait, Dana Gould. Their new film is called Joyride. I do want to pass along something, Dana, that may interest you and Bobcat, I suppose. There is a podcast out there about Von Meter. And I am totally serious.
2 great guests. I'm going to bore you with this. Okay.
I think these two guys might.
Is it hosted by Sarah Cooper by chance?
That's really funny.
Is it all about Von Meter?
It's about the whole thing. Von Meter was the famous Kennedy impressionist, and of course, after November 22nd, the gig kind of dried up.
Sarah Cooper.
In fact, Lenny Bruce performed, I think, on November 25th, or that night.
It was that night he got up on stage at
Poor Von Meter
in Miami.
No, I think it wasn't Carnegie Hall, but it was a major venue in New York, and he said, "Boy, Von Meter sure is effed." But it's a great exploration of that. I certainly recommend you look it up. It's about how things can go bad. I was thinking about it recently when John Gruden got canceled. I'm thinking, poor Frank Caliendo, he's going to get going to get Von Metered here. But
I remember, Jeff Foxworthy. We said the same management, and he had because he sells his dolls, so you could get a doll version of his puppets, and he ordered a few thousand boxes.
You mean Jeff Dunham?
Jeff Dunham, yeah.
Who did I say?
Foxworthy.
Oh, sorry.
You got it.
I didn't mean to insult Foxworthy.
You might be a ventriloquist,
So Jeff Dunham, I'm sorry. He ordered thousands of boxes, and then he put the characters on the box, and he had the old guy character Walter. And it said, "Who's in the box?" He goes, "I don't know, Lady Di." So he owns 5,000 boxes with Lady Di.
It's terrible. It's terrible when your last name is an applicable action verb.
Wow.
Yeah. You never want to be like, oh, the guy got Gould. Oh, you mean he died while fornicating a bear?
For those of you that missed it, you might be a ventriloquist if. Very good. Once again, let me introduce our guests. They are Bobcat Goldthwait and Dana Gould, two great comedians.
Legends.
And they are on tour as well as available on the small box in your house somehow. It's a movie called Joyride, featuring some of their live comedy, some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. And
it's also like, it's an interesting thing because it's hopefully it's interesting to people. It besides our relationship, you see that get mended during the course of this, but you also see the history of our careers and our relationship with comedy. And that sounds very dry when I say it, but this is probably the only movie with Bob Hope and Kurt Cobain in it.
Wow. Yeah, that road movie didn't ever happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
on the road to Nirvana. It was a utopia.
Yeah, they're both there. I mean, what it does is it's 80% of it is us on stage doing the show, and then the behind the scenes stuff is us traveling in between the shows and talking. And then because of COVID, Bob had time to make documentary footage, and we have access to all of this old footage. Me and the Bob Hope special.
But some of it just didn't exist too, though. I mean, like NBC. Like me setting the Tonight Show on fire, that doesn't exist. So the footage you're watching is from my deceased dad's library of my television appearances. But what's funny is there's been some of them when I'm looking at it that he turns off the VHS in the middle of it. Like he's watching the set and he's like, this set's not that good. Yeah. And so from the grave, he's still giving it to me.
Wow. I hesitate to laugh, but that's very funny. Let me ask you this. I don't want to get too much into the swamp here, but was there a format? Did one of you go up first? Were you up there together? How did that work?
Well, we started the show. We would come out, say hi, flip a coin, see who was the headliner that night, right, and then the other guy would open for the other guy. We noticed that the people enjoyed us screwing around, just babbling at the beginning of the show, flipping the coin. Just us playing off each other. And then eventually we just said, let's just jettison our acts and just stay out there together. And we would stay out and do sets. They would be like 2.5 hours long. And stuff.
Yeah. That's great.
But it didn't feel like it. And the thing is,
for the audience, they said it felt like 5.
Yeah.
Now, would you ever do?
They described it as Dave Chappelle stretching.
Now, would you ever do the sort of thing that I just did 5 minutes ago, where I was just fishing for Dana to say something about that brilliant Kennedy assassination bit, where there's not a lot of comedy, but would you, Bobcat, say? You knew he had a great piece about something. Would you steer him toward that occasionally?
Yeah, we would. But like I had some head trauma, so we were in that car accident. So it'd be like, who's on first if Lou Costello had a frontal lobotomy? It'd be like, these baseball players have a lot of crazy names. Oh, tell me more.
It's like Abbott and Busey.
Sometimes, it is Abbott and Busey. I even say that. I come out and I go, I had and it's all organic. Dana goes, a concussion. And I go, I think I'm okay. I mean, I'm not Gary Busey. I know where I am. But
he's since changed his name to Gary Drug Abusey. But no, that was the show. I know Bob's inventory. Bob knows my inventory. And as we would talk, we would get close to an area, and you'll see in the film, I'll literally step back and Bob will step forward and do a bit. Then I'll answer it with a bit. Then we'll talk. So it's not like a two-man act. We're not, we're not Roger and Roger, but we sort of did our acts concurrently, to use a 50-cent word.
And we're not like trying to top each other or put each other down. I think that would be the one thing we do have in common with Martin and Lewis is that you see a genuine love of each other. Like you see us laughing and listening to the other guy. And sometimes there's the happiest parts in the movie I like is when you see genuine ad-libbing going on from Dana and I, where you feel it's like a prepared bit, but it wasn't.
Yeah. And I don't think, as Bob said, I don't think we could have done this 10 years ago. I think that we're both at a point where, like, I'm fine letting Bob have the spotlight. When it's my turn, I'll get for. It's not sweaty.
No,
we're not jumping all over each other.
Once again, our guests Dana Gould and Bobcat Goldthwait. I just discovered the poster for this. And I know this is radio, but I'm going to give it a little bit of a description. It kind of looks like one of those classic Mad Magazine caricatures.
Big Daddy Roth is, what we were going.
Yeah, exactly. And Bobcat has on the Billy Jack hat.
Well, which I own. No biggie, but gone.
Whoa.
Not the Billy Jack hat, but I had one made.
Oh, good. And it says "Comedy Without Breaks, Buckle Up, Troy." That's a great poster. Wow.
That was done. That was done by my friend Mark Tavares, who I met years ago. He used to work at KNB Effects and was one of the designers of the walkers in The Walking Dead. And then he's now a graphic designer, and he's a genius. He's like, I literally said, hey, we want to do something like Ed Big Daddy Roth, and that arrived about 6 hours later. Jesus.
Oh, it's great. It's great. You guys are in a car. It's a fantastic poster, but I know this is radio. No one can see it. We'll maybe.
Well, because the tour started with Dana and I getting in this car accident, and the press was like minor injuries, and it's like, we had broken ribs. I had a concussion. I don't remember the accident. It was my assistant at the time, and her little dog was in the passenger seat. We could see the gig from the thing. If that dog wasn't in the seat and the dog survived and was fine because he's just a meatball. But one of us would have been at least would have been dead or something.
I was going to get into the passenger seat. And the dog Bronx was in the passenger seat, and she went to move it, and I went, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll sit in the back. It's just 3 blocks. I don't care." And had I been in that seat, I think meatball is an appropriate analogy.
Man!
No, he was fine, but
what I mean is that because the dog was the size. The dog was the size of a ham. The dog just went onto the floor.
He just shot. But we broke our ribs on each other. Ooh. So it was like the origin of a supervillain. It's Dr. Hack.
Well, that's the best. You got to leave on that note. Thank you. Dana Gould, Bobcat Goldthwait. The movie, once again, is called Joyride. And Google it. Find out about this. It looks like it's going to be great. These guys are two of the best comedians out there. And they're also out there in the real world. Apparently about to fly to California through what is being described as the biggest storm in the history of the West Coast. Hope you guys land. You may want to pull a Waylon Jennings and do your laundry and not land up in a Betty Holly International cornfield.
I don't think it'll reach LA. I think LA has a law that no water can get near it.
Well, Tom, on that happy note.
Yeah.
I just want to put a little fear into you.
God.
Well, nothing's changed.
Yes.
Good to hear you guys again.
At least Bob isn't wearing anything that's evocative of Buddy Holly.
I look like a Big Bopper and Buddy Holly had a baby.
Safe travels, gentlemen.
Hey, thanks, guys. Please stop by again soon. You're the best.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Okay.